Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am playing the Liminophobia demo. I don't know what to expect with this one. I've only seen images of it, and it looks very promising. It looks right up my alley. I love liminal space experiences. These are just walking simulators, but they're more than that. They're artistic expression, and the people that make them go through a lot more effort than what you would think. Coding a game and getting all the assets together, creating something is far harder than experiencing it. I'm lucky enough that I get to experience Liminophobia. So I don't really know what I can tell you about the game, and I deliberately didn't look into this game very much. Perhaps at the end I will include a segment where I can tell you more about the description of the game, who made it, when it might be released, and I might link it in the description as well for you. We'll see if I can remember that. Sometimes I don't. I try to be very generous with my descriptions, but without further ado, let's begin. I am selecting this level. This looks really promising. The pool rooms. I am a fan. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Oh, not optimized. That's to be expected. It's probably using really advanced lighting shaders that are very expensive. I can't jump. That lag is painful, but we'll manage. Your thoughts are barriers that keep you from truly seeing reality. What's that supposed to mean? My thoughts. My thoughts. My thoughts are barriers to truly seeing reality. Did ChatGPT make this up? Look at this image right here, right in front of you. I don't know if this comes off as pleasing to you as it does to me, but it's very pleasing to the eye. To experience it is probably a little different than watching it on YouTube. That is very picturesque as well. I apologize if yesterday I was a little low energy with my... yesterday is when I did my recording for the complex, the video footage there. That was my first ever experience recording a video for you guys and talking. I don't know how well the audio will come out. I hope it comes out well, but forgive me if it's a little off. I plan on doing more liminal space content into the future. I love it. Look at the bloom, look at the lighting. It's the little touch that this developer did to give you those feelings of ambience that really match with the semi-realistic lighting of... I'm betting this is Unreal Engine. I could be very wrong. It could be entirely different engine, but I feel like it's Unreal Engine. I feel like I've seen this kind of illumination before where the AI, or I don't know, not AI, but the lighting is kind of flickery. It looks very familiar, but it does look good when the developer tries to make it look good, and they did very well with this. I think as screen space reflection, it gives it kind of an adaptive feel. Very cool thus far. I hope no scary clowns come out and try to kill me. Can I say that on YouTube? Oops, I don't know if I can. There's a scary plant in the corner there. I love it thus far. I know that they're just this. I know they're walking simulators, but I like them. I don't care. I like them. I like them a lot. This is a really nice experience. I think the ASMR kind of went out the window. I apologize if you were looking for something more soft-spoken with this. I guess I'm just in the mood. I'm in a weird mood. That water sound is really loud. Not a fan of that one. Oh man, this is really nice. I feel like I'm at a mall at 2 p.m. in the Y2K days, back when we had malls that were not ganglands. We had malls back in the day, kiddos, before the back rooms. We had malls and mallcore before it was a thing. And they were cool. Look at that over there. See that flickering? That is I really think this is Unreal Engine's realistic lighting. I think that's what that is. It looks weird, but I like it regardless. I think it's a step up in terms of lighting. I think it's great. I don't know if I can crouch, so it's not an option. I love it. Oh, developers are doing a fantastic job with this lighting. I love it. Yes, more of that. The feeling is so rich, nostalgic. It's warm and pleasant. Aesthetic, if I could say it that way. Aesthetic. Great. I haven't even been playing for a few minutes, and I'm already having a great time with this demo. This is the Liminophobia demo, by the way, not the full game. I don't know that the full game is available yet. A lot of these titles that I'm going to be looking through are not fully available. You can only play the demo. And some of them I couldn't get the demo for. I was very sad. But hopefully, if this video does well, I'll be able to have access to more demos from authors and give them honest feedback. Thus far, this level, the rooms are fantastic. The lighting is fantastic. The water is fantastic. The audio sound effects for walking through the water could be better. But it looks just well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Look at that. I love it. Can you imagine? It looks almost Egyptian, and maybe Grecian, Egyptian. These columns like a temple. And it doesn't make sense. What the hell is that? You could go down in there and swim and go into that pipe and end up in hell, or who knows where. Or what kind of aquatic monsters are living in those waters? I wouldn't want to know. Could you get an amoeba? I don't know. Can you get an amoeba in the back rooms? Perhaps the greatest horrors are the ones that you cannot see. Like a certain Wu flu that came out not too long ago and destroyed the entire world. Or maybe we shouldn't blame the virus for the problems that we have. Maybe we have other things we could blame. I don't know which way to go. All I know is this is quite aesthetic. It's quite aesthetic. I like it. These textures, I wonder if they would look better if they were not tile, but rather concrete, to give them more texture when the sunlight hits them. Just a thought. It still looks wonderful. I don't really want to go that way. I'll go down the creepy alleyway here, where it looks like I could get hurt. Yeah, that's really creepy. Yeah. But, forgive my arrogance to think that I can tell the developer what to do with their texture work. They're already doing something quite wonderful. So, it's just an idea. I don't know if that would really work. They probably tried, and I'm just observing something. I don't know, sometimes when you're developing something, you tried a billion different things, and then you have someone come along and go, hey, you know that thing that you tried before? Maybe you should try it again, but better. That's unbelievably frustrating. But necessary part of creating anything. It's a necessary part. Constructive criticism. The wise wanted. It's a great place to put a snatcher. I don't know what to call the monsters. It could be in the back rooms. Snatchers? Is that fair? I feel like I've been here. I went down the wrong path. I went in a circle. But it is quite pleasant of a circle I've gone in. Okay, well, we'll go back. It looks fun, seeing it from this direction. Doesn't it? It's just nice. Alright, we'll go down the scary one. We'll go down the horrifying path. Yep. That's really cool. You know what this makes me think of? How many of you have seen Blade Runner? Was it 2048? Recommended film. I feel like it's the film of a generation. He's literally me. I think it's, you know, I don't know, I think there's a link between the synthetic man and, getting lost in different abysses, if you will. I don't know if I'm saying that the right way, or if that's a sensical thing to say. I feel like there's a connection there that I'm not quite able to articulate. I really like the artistic bent this has. Notice all the little balls in places, and they don't make sense. Like, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be that way. And why is there a giant slide in the middle of this room that goes who knows where and comes from who knows where? I don't know. But look at this lighting. My boys and girls, look at this lighting. Boys and berries, we have ourselves quite the picturesque scene. If I go in there, do I drown? Do I get, No, I swim. Impressive. These developers put swimming physics and swimming in their game. Not many bother to do that because it's a pain in the butt. I have a lot of respect for the developers for including that. That's not easy. You might think, oh, well, I've swum in games before. Well, I've played many a game where you're not really able to, so kudos to the developer, they tried. Usually they'll put rails next to these things just so they avoid having to code that sort of thing. This is so nice. Look at this. Boys and berries, look at this. This is why I love these games. Man. I knew I would like this one. I knew I would like it. Yep. What a winner. Okay, I don't like what I'm hearing at all. I don't like that at all. It sounds like there's something in here with me. And that ball feels like an enemy. Oh man, the sound effects are giving me the heebie-jeebies. I can push it. It's a physics asset. Yeah. The atmosphere here. Man, this is really uncomfortable. Yeah, I feel like any moment something could pop out from behind these walls and these dark pillars and places and turn me into scrap with a stray beam of light. the subconscious horror of the background is that we feel like there's a minotaur that could come out any moment. That is really creepy, like there could be something up above. Something in a dark last room. I'm not going in there, no. You're probably all thinking I'm a big old wuss. Well, at least I'm not gonna get eaten by a giant spider. I think that's a hazmat suit. I don't know. What is above me? What is up there? That's uncomfortable. The chair scared me, and I've already walked past it. Okay. Well, at least you know that if something's gonna try and spook me here, they'll have an easy time of doing so. Gosh, they're not leaving me much of a choice, are they? Okay, that was just... That's the lighting. I really don't like this. I really don't. I mean, it's good, it's just... I'm not a fan of, feeling around in the dark. Okay? Yeah, it gets deeper. Man, I don't like this at all. Oh no. Oh man, I really don't like this. It gets deeper. I don't like it. Nope. Oh man. No. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty terrifying. And I'm in the faucet area that I said I didn't want to be in because who knows what's in that hole. They put swimming in this game as an integral part of the game. They put swimming in here. This is far less scary because I can see because of the light in the water. Okay. Yeah, you guys can't hear it, but I am, that was, very stressful. And all for no reason. And all for nothing. Okay, we're going back. Back into the horror of this level. Back into the horror show. Well, now that we have our feet wet with that experience, it's not as terrible, right? Now we're feeling a little more comfortable. And that's when the monster comes out of the water and eats you. You get soft, you get complacent, you get comfortable, and then you get eaten alive by a creepypasta. It does. It sounds like, if you can hear that, it sounds like there are things in the water with me when I walk. It's terrifying. Damn. I don't know what I'm gonna do now that I've walked the entire level. Did I go this way? Wasn't there one over here? Did I skip? Another dark, scary ass room. Kind of feel around. I got scared by a tree. It's not even a real tree. It's a plastic one. Okay, so I think this is a trident-shaped room, and I will find no eggs in it. Aw, man, now I'm back here. Okay. So, will I find an exit at all? Or will I end up back in that room? I've already been there. That's a wall. Yes, this is the going around in the dark bit. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find an exit here. Alright, so I ended up back here. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't go down this tunnel, I don't think. So, let's give it a try. I think it was a redirect taking me to where I was supposed to go the whole time, which is down this tunnel. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Yeah, that is really nice. Is this the Lumen engine? I recall, maybe I'm a little out of the loop, but I heard they're making some kind of realistic lighting that's supposed to be similar to ray tracing. And I feel like this is probably what it is. I could be wrong. I will say the performance has been well. The very beginning, it was a little rough. I don't know why it was so rough at the very beginning. But the rest of the game has been pretty smooth. Oh, this is really uncomfortable. Okay. Welcome to the throne room of the chair. Is this a reference to something and I'm lost in it? It's facing away from me. I feel like a woman scorned. Is that a challenge? Are you challenging me? To bear witness to my stupidity. I wouldn't want to jump in there. Who knows what kind of thing is living down in there? Why is the chair gawking at me? Okay. Well, I don't want to go towards the black center of this maw. I don't want to go down the throat of this thing, so I think I'm going to aim for those little crevices, so the lights, if you will. No, I went right down the throat. Nope. That's not what I was looking to do. Of course, there could be any number of things living in here as well. Terrifying. Look at this water. The, what do they call it? Acoustics? I know that's audio, but something. Something. The light displacement in the water is very lovely. I think it's a pretty simple effect, but it works very well. It's very lovely. Look at that valve. To what? Right? The tiling has darkened. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. It's a little uncanny. Yeah, it gets worse. Yep, it gets worse. I apologize if you wanted a speed run with this, but with these I like to take my time and take them in and enjoy them. I know the developer has spent a ton of time creating each of these little level parcels, so a little appreciation is afforded, I think. So it's worth it for them, for me to give that to them. I don't know how to word it. This is really creepy. I don't like this at all. These bridges here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I really don't like. The pitch dark giant door over there. The railing to a bottomless abyss with lights in there. Yeah, I don't like it. I can't tell if I'm hearing things or if it's just my footsteps. Yeah, let's go down the long, dark, creepy hallway. It looks alien. No. Okay. I've made an ass of myself now. No, 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 no. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, there's little fingers. Are they moving? It looks like they're moving. They're not moving, but it looks like it. That is terrifying. Oh, yeah, I knew if I looked down I would find something I don't like. Looks like a giant fucking spider. It's not, though. Okay, well, I don't know. Is this a way I've gone before? This looks familiar. I think I went on that one before. Go to the next one. I have to, as I swim to the other abyss, I have to go to martial arts tonight. I guess I wanted to bring it up because I wanted to ask you all if you all did any kind of activity or have a hobby that gets you active. I think that, I swear I've been here before, yeah. Yeah, I have been. But I wanted to ask you this because, I do believe that, these things help you, and they're good for you, and, that creeped me out. Just seeing things, of course. But I would want to encourage you to do something physical and active, like self-defense. Any kind of way that you can have power and take a little more responsibility in your life, I think it will level you up. I think in today's society, it's really easy for everybody in your life and all of the institutions in your life to tell you to not have power, to not be independent, and to not develop a skill like self-defense. I think there's a lot of powers invested in people feeling trapped, lonely, and hopeless. And I would encourage you to not be any of those things. Always try to improve yourself. Men and women should always seek to establish themselves. I will say this, I've broken or cracked 2 ribs, not broken, but cracked. I guess this is the way to go. I'm not going down in a pit of hands, but I guess this is it. But I would encourage you all to look for a Muay Thai, or I wouldn't go for Jiu-Jitsu for starting off. You might break something. You might really break something. But do something fun and get active, girls. I don't know if there's girls listening to my stuff, but get into the martial arts. Like, boys and girls should all be in martial arts. This is so creepy. I don't want to go in here. Did I come this way? I don't know. Yeah, I did, because the valves are that way. Okay. Okay, we're going back. I saw a door that I've never been down. I don't know how to get to it, though. I have to swim through there. I want to get up there. It's over here. I will say this, that martial arts has been a huge boon to my life. And I've grown up in character. I've met wonderful people, boys and girls. Wow, look at that. And I would encourage all of you to do that, to consider it. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at martial arts, I'll say that. I'm probably the least best fighter in my dojo, but regardless, I think it's leveled me up. It's made me feel more confident. It's given me standards to try and meet physical standards. I guess that answers our question. It's just one huge facility in a vast ocean of nothingness. It is beautiful, though, isn't it? Can you imagine seeing this in real life and experiencing this? Anyways, I mean it. I would encourage you to do that in your life, and with the power of martial prowess comes the responsibility with it. I think that's the biggest part. The more responsibility you take for your life and for yourself, the bigger your life becomes, and the more of it you can see. And what does that mean? It means that you're no longer just a participant, but you're somebody who has the power to cause destruction, and you're somebody who has the power to do good with that destruction, or the capacity for it. I think that's something that we don't have in our society. I think our society is a little feminized, and we don't encourage people to stand out or have power or take responsibility or be held accountable. All of that is not usually accepted. So I would encourage you to go the opposite of that and make the most of yourself in your life and take as much responsibility and control and power as you can for your life. Have ambition and learn skills and have fun with them, and maybe you'll meet people along the way. You know, we wouldn't need dating apps, and we wouldn't have problems with salacious culture if we had community and people taking responsibility. What is that? Is that not disgusting looking? It looks like something ate somebody and dragged him down there. That's so weird. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Did something fall from the sky and ooze green? There's even marks down there. It seems like a squid monster. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. And this long tunnel, this aesthetic tunnel. Beautiful set, by the way, all of it. Well done. Do I go this way or do I go that way? I will explore this way. Is complex an appropriate word for this installation? I don't know. David. David, my love. What has become of thee? What hath become of thee, David? Once the beauty of Europa, now taken away to this dungeon unworthy of thee. Take in this for a moment. Yes, the beach chairs, gazing upon David in all of his beauty. The ambient soundtrack for this is really nice. I know I seem like I'm being disingenuous here, but I'm not. It feels a certain way. Yeah. By the way, they had to go through certain efforts to make this seem a part of this environment. You see this right here? I don't think that was a coincidence. This texture follows this entire line. That means that they had to make sure this was proportionate and scaled appropriately to match these tile sets. I see what they had to go through to do this. It's not just well, it looks like it might be a simple drag and drop in some places, but it's not that simple. So I appreciate it. You hear that, developers? I appreciate your work. I bet you the other Let's Players don't care. This is just a meme they dunk on. They just dunk on it. Haha, another thing checked off my list. Not me, though. Not me. Not I. You know what? This makes me really uncomfortable. You want to know why? Because the foreshadowing is that there are monsters in the water. That's why. And I don't want to go in it. Oh, that's even worse. It wasn't even a real platform. It was all a fake. It was all a lie. It was an illusion. That was just a platform. Underneath me could have been a giant squid. Ute de les ruines, qui se ruine color. It's beautiful, isn't it? You know what I need, boys and berries? I need more caffeine. I need more caffeine. It's been 40-something minutes, and you know what I need? I need a hit. I need drugs. Yeah, ASMR just flew out the dang window, I'm afraid. What is that? Is it a boat? Is it a shoe? Is that a giant shoe down there? A slug or something? I'm not jumping down there. Are you kidding me? Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Come on. Well, I guess the developers needed to make sure I was in the right place at the right time. I see what you did there. And I suppose I have no choice but to jump down and see the scary shoe. I don't want to do this. I don't know what's behind me. The stairs, but there could be something terrifying too. I don't like this at all. Oh, I don't like it. No, 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 no. Okay, that's not a shoe, it's a pipe. All of that hullabaloo over a pipe. Lots of pipes. In a very big space, much bigger than I am. I don't want to be in the water. That's creepy too. Nope. I don't. I don't want to be there. Viewers, look at this. As much as I hate being in the water, look at this. Look at that. Just like that. Look at the bokeh effect. And you see the water. Yeah. That is nice. That's really nice. I don't know how they did it exactly. It looks kind of like a Voronoi. Ahaha! I remembered the terminology. Voronoi texture. Procedural Voronoi texture. Animated with displacement maps. Ha 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 ha. As if I know something. Lovely. Picturesque. Lovely. And this. Look at this. Tis artistic. Tis artistic. If you are unsure what to do with negative space, you can just put a lawn chair or a beach chair or a tree. That makes no sense. Why? Because it is liminality. Au revoir. I wonder if anybody who might be watching this video does genuinely have something called liminophobia. And if you did have it, why would you be watching this video? Because I imagine it would bother you deeply. Are you training? Do you want a cookie? Are you looking for a prize? Do you need congratulations that you faced your fears? You won't get it. You get nothing here. You only suffer. Aha. There's the twisty green thing. And that deep pool that goes down to somewhere potentially very dangerous. Nah. No thank you. Nah. I apologize. My phone just beeped. I'm apparently being requested. I thought I put that on silence. I did put it on silence. You know what I didn't put on silent? I didn't put on my iPad to be silent, and now it's bothering me. So, well, we fixed that. Nip that in the bud there, I hope. I I apologize. How rude. How terribly rude. Where? I really don't. I don't like that. No, we're not going that way. We're not doing that. No. Oh no. Okay. Let's go this way. Let's avoid the pool sections for now. So I could swim over there and see the beach materials. And there's one right here as well. I could do that. You know, that is yeah. What am I hearing? Strange. Don't you want to take a dive off the deep end with me? Don't you want to join me in the madness of liminality, of liminophobia? I'm having far too much fun with this video. I think I've been here before. Yes, there's David. It seems I don't have a choice but to face my fears. I guess you'll have to do it with me, but at least you're not the one having to experience it firsthand like I do. You can just watch. You can just watch me suffer while I endure this experience. Oh, okay, that scared me. It's just a chair. It's just a lawn chair at the bottom. What a troll. It was a good one, though. It got me. It did. It got me. My heart raced just a little bit. So, well done. Well done. It's the magic of these games. You go so long without saying anything. The moment you see something out of the ordinary, it's prone to terrify you. I guess that's the power of it. In we go. Yeah, I don't like this. Not at all. But at least when I'm in the water, I can see a little farther. Wow, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? The way the light kind of shifts warmer. I think it's lovely. Okay. Yeah, my nerves are okay, let's keep going. Oh, man, can you imagine doing this? I couldn't swim like this. Not for very long. It would terrify me. Okay. It keeps getting worse. I don't know if I have to breathe in this, but let's assume I'm not Scuba Steve and I have to get air. Alright, we're making it, we're doing it. That looks like a pile of poop. We got a pile of poop here. The liminal poop. Oh, boys and berries, look at that. Let's sit on the poop for a second. Look at that. That is picturesque. Let's hope a giant barracuda doesn't come out and get me. I think David's up there. Can you hear the soundtrack? It sounds even better underwater. Look at David's nose. Looks very pointy and European. It's very small and pointy. Small and pointy like a European nose. I love this scene. Man, what a winner. What a winner. Is this going the right way? I have no idea. All I know is I'm gonna have a heart attack if something comes out to get me. This is one level of, I think they had like 6 on there. I don't know how many the demo will go through, but I'm very impressed with this level. It's been a wonderful experience thus far. And it's excited me, it's terrified me. It's been a unique and diverse experience, even though it's very similar from part to part. It's been a very lovely experience. Look at that. I'm in the scary pool. I'm in the one where somebody got eaten. Yikes. No, thank you. That's a bad place to be. Yeah, look at that. What is that? What is this? What are these? A big ol' nope is what that is. A big ol' no thank you is what that is. I'm out of there. We're not going there. Absolutely not is what that is. Or maybe I don't have a choice. Doesn't matter. That's an obscenely massive light generator. Has stabilizers and everything. It just doesn't make sense as to why it's here. That, however, if this person that I am vicariously living this hell through were wise, he would take those things. They're very valuable. Especially if things are chasing after you and you need something to spray in its eyes. That would be a great thing. Or bludgeoning things. And those are very good for both of those things. If you were wise. We have an AC duct that makes no sense. Don't you need air conditioning in a perfectly temperate complex? I suppose so. Of course, nobody asked me. Nobody wants to know what I thought of it. And I've just gone in a complete circle, haven't I? Well, that could have been bad. There's a giant ball. There's a giant ball, and I feel like I've gone in a complete circle, and I'm swimming somewhere I wouldn't ever want to swim. I hope you brought your bathing suit to the pool rooms, because otherwise you're not going to be having a good time. I certainly wouldn't want to go through there naked. I am so sorry. I believe I've gone in a complete, hopeless circle. Oh no. Oh no. I may have to skip this. I will, show you a different part when I find it. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh dear. All right. I think I might have done it. I might have found a way to the next part. We'll see. Maybe I've just made a fool of myself. It looks distinct. I don't think I've seen it before. It looks nice. Doesn't it? Yeah, indistinct. I think I did it. It was in the pipes all along. Ah. Let's take that in for a moment. It's quite nice. Yeah, it's really nice. Well, I don't know that we have a choice. But I think I know where it goes. Into the pool down there. Okay, Yeah, don't put the nasty slug poop things in front of me. It's exactly where I don't want to end up. All right. I'm in the water again. I've become less afraid as I've been forced into it, which, again, is not a good thing. To be less afraid of the back rooms is it's not a good formula to follow. It's no, it's not. But where am I going? Over there. But why? But why? Well, that escalator goes nowhere. Oh, okay. What is the purpose of this room? Oh no. Yeah, that's ominous. Ha, look at that. This is insane. Let's take the big ones. I don't know if you would ever want to run up an escalator. I wouldn't recommend it. I'll go this way. Ah, back here. Is this where I'm supposed to be? I don't think so. It is really nice to look at, though. I'll go back. In that case. I can't imagine being lost in somewhere like this. How terrible that would be. Great. I'm going. I thought that's where this would go. Into the water. The hell is that? I swear I hear ticking. Oh, look at all that. This is a very creepy experience right here. I don't know what to make of it. Am I gonna have to go into the dangerous water where a train could hit me? It's a big train, too. It's a big tunnel for a big train. And it even sounds like a train is coming. You shall not pass. No. What happened? Okay, I no-clipped through the backrooms train. It was only an illusion. I think they probably intend for this game to have some kind of a death circumstance, but, or I don't know if I can say that, but you shall be deleted if you fail to evade the train. I guess they're foreshadowing that element, which is fine. I accept it. I think I understand it. I can appreciate it. A little bit more work there. I wouldn't recommend that. It did not hit as intended, I don't think. This is really nice, though. Any opportunity to use ambient music is a win. And a stage like this is very pleasant. It feels very Blade Runner and Blade Runner inspired for sure. And I love it. It's great. Very deathly sounding classical music. This is very nice. Look at what I've got here. Look at this picture. Yeah, that's a picture. Look at that. I love it. I've been saying that a lot in this playthrough. I love it. Well done. I guess I have to face the music, and I have to go down there to the throat. Can you imagine sitting on that chair, looking out at nothing beyond the sea fog? With nothing but clouds those clouds don't even move. Maybe they're plastic as everything else in here. Can you imagine that? Being there? And what's over there? It looks like a billboard. This whole thing looks like a billboard. A vast, fake ocean. A synthetic environment. Down we go. Into the dark. Very good. Awesome. I don't know that I will I'll go into too much detail. I'll probably leave all the I'll leave it in the description, all the things that I find, the detail in the game. Loved playing this. I did use headphones, as recommended on the bottom there. Very enjoyable. I look forward to experiencing the full game. I'm trying to collect my thoughts on how I felt. I feel like I expressed everything I wanted to. I think that I suspect the looping parts of the levels are intended. I would recommend adding more visual cues. I don't mean yellow paint, but some way of telling me if I'm going in the intended direction, or finding a way for me to find it a little easier. I remember with the Complex game, they allowed you to make wrong turns, but they didn't loop you back. They would usually push you forward. And I think the fun part of that design is that you're able to go through a level, go the wrong way, but the next time you play it, you could go another wrong way and experience a different part of that level. I don't know how that could be implemented, but just as a player, that's the only thing that I noticed was a little lacking. Like, I'm gonna have to edit this video for 5 to 10 minute segments. I think I did it 2 or 3 times, where I couldn't find out where I was supposed to go forward in, which in a liminal space, I think that's kind of the point. Your experience should feel disorienting. It should feel like you're being lost, like you're going in circles and you can't quite find out where you're supposed to be. I feel like that works too, if that's the intended end result. I will just say, as a player, it wasn't very enjoyable. Maybe I'm a low IQ person, but I didn't quite enjoy that very much. And the sound effects for it, they grew on me. The shallow water sound effect, the really shallow one, like the tier 1 shallow, where it's just a little puddle, I didn't like that sound effect. It's a little too abrasive. So if you made that a little bit lower, even if you lowered the volume a bit, that would be a little less difficult to take. But maybe that's intended, because all the sound effects, I would say, they're consistent. With the deeper water, when the water is wading, it does sound eerie, but it sounds like something that would fit in this setting. So maybe I'm wrong, but those are the only things that I had to quip about. The whole experience was wonderful, and what an excellent job with this game. I know a little bit about game design, and I can say that a lot of people might throw shade, but I will not. I think this is wonderful, and you should keep doing it. Can't wait to see what the full release will look like. And with that, I will quote the great Hans Hermann Hoppe, and I will now resort to silent action. That's it for me in this video. Until next time, goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.